Yeah, it's Medicine Man and Yang here. We came on today. It's our third YouTube video on health, and basically this is what happens when you get dehydrated. Before I let you guys know my secret that I discovered back in 2016, give you a little history on this. Yang, I'm gonna leave him on the trail for a while. He can take care of himself. He's pretty low maintenance. Anyway, back in 2016, actually 2015, I decided I was gonna do my first trek ever. I'd never done this before. I decided to have fun hiking from Mexico to Canada, called the Pacific Crest Trail, 2,663 miles, more or less, and I'd had no experience. So December came around, wanted to leave in March, April, and so decided I better start training. Well, I started training with this. So you have a pack, this is my pack. When it's full of water and food, runs between 30 and 35 pounds for a week trekking, depending on terrain and so forth. Anyway, so I started training down here, no pack. Also, I did barefoot and Tivas, which is the way I did it all. Still do it. So anyway, the point was I was training, and as I was adding more miles, getting up to 10 miles a day and so forth, I started getting cramps. And I'd never really had cramps, but I'd never really done this before. So I started looking to see what people were doing, and most of them were using electrolytes. They'd buy these commercially prepared electrolytes and put them in their water bottles to keep them hydrated. And I thought, well, I don't know about that. I don't like commercially prepared stuff. So anyway, I started thinking about it, and I thought, oh, you know, back when I lived in Yuma, Arizona, where I was born, we just took salt tablets. So I got the idea of taking some glacier salt, Tibetan glacier salt. A lot of people call it pink salt. So it looks like this. Let's see if I can find some. There we go. There you go. I just bought a chunk of it. Big chunk, last year lifetime, cost you about $2. And I broke it up, and then this right here, this piece would last me walking every day pretty much 10, 15, 20 miles a day. This piece would last me maybe 2 months. So what I discovered was I'd get these cramps when I was training, and I tried mustard. That's one that helps, and it did help. Bananas, you know, all that stuff. The trouble with all that is like bananas. I mean, who's going to carry bananas on the Pacific Crest Trail? I mean, or fruit or any of that stuff. It's got no calories, not worth the wait. So I started thinking about it, and that's when I got the idea of the salt. And then the difference between pink salt and table salt, your refined salt, is it has all the trace minerals in it. Potassium is one of the main ones, magnesium, and it's in the glacier salt. And so I just started, I'd be walking along, and I could kind of feel, not the cramps, but I needed something, and I just, cheek and gum, yummy. And I just use my saliva. And then I just do that for maybe a minute or 30 seconds or whatever. Take it out, and I was good to go. So that's what I did for 2.5 months. And I've done it ever since. And so the point of it is that your muscles, they're craving trace minerals. And there's many, but potassium and magnesium are one of the biggies. And so it's in there, and you just need trace amounts, and it's absorbed pretty quickly. So if, say, to prevent it, what I do is I used it all the time, or as I needed. And the same thing goes with water. You want to stay hydrated, but not excessively hydrated, because a liter of water weighs about 1.2 pounds. So when you're trekking, you don't want to be carrying, 8 pounds of water or something. You carry what you need, and the way you tell how much water you need, as long as you can make saliva easily, then you really don't need any water. As soon as you start to have a little trouble with saliva, you need to drink some water, whatever amount to quench your thirst. Oh, there's Yang again. We better say hi to him. He gets lonely out here. Hey, Yang, don't worry, you'll be okay. So anyway, what I found over months and months of doing this is that I didn't need any of that. And it made such a huge difference. I thought, okay, what else? People wake up in the middle of the night with cramps. They're not exercising, not doing anything. They just get leg cramps. And a lot of that's due to the fact that they're deficient in electrolytes anyway because of their diet and so forth. And everyone has to cause the salt a boogeyman forever, you know, ridiculous. But people are probably, most of them are salt deficient anyway. So the trick is the amount. So just by sucking on this little piece of Tibetan glacier salt, just a few seconds, whatever, you can do it. Like in the middle of the night, sometimes I would get leg cramps, or my wife, and all we do is, now that's all we do, if we get them at all. Because if you do this regularly, you don't have to do it every day, it'll keep you from becoming deficient in your electrolytes. So in trekking, it's all about the weight and the calories. So salt has no weight to it. I mean, it's, you know, nothing. But when you're carrying bags of electrolytes, you're adding weight. Plus, it's put together by man, you know. Man's always trying, he can't even figure out how a mustard seed works. So I'm not really that trusting in whatever they're doing. However, nature put this together millions of years ago, and it's the perfect balance. So really all you need, a chunk of this, small piece, you don't want to carry around a block of it, you don't need it. It'll last you for a long, long time. Keep it by your bed at night, or if you have a tendency to do it, maybe a little under your tongue before you go to bed. You can try mustard, but I found mustard's not as, it's slower, it's kind of messy, and it's just not efficient at all. It's made of water, so it's okay, but this will do it. The other thing is keeping hydrated, not overhydrated. People tend to believe in the myth that you need 8 glasses of water a day or half your body weight in ounces and all that, and these are all kind of made up. You just need enough. So stay hydrated, make sure you get your electrolytes. Stay tuned, we got some more good stuff tomorrow. Have a great day. Thanks for listening, Medicine Man. And I see Yang is still there waiting for me. Of course, he doesn't move very quickly these days. Had he taken his salt and stayed hydrated, and a couple other tips that he picked up, he wouldn't have died in the Kalahari in the first place. So here we'll just say goodbye to him because he's always there for me. See you guys. Have a great day. Ciao.